mathematics questions. EE GATE 2023. Now, the first question. For a given vector W is equal to 1, 2, 3 transpose of a row matrix, comma, the vector normal to the plane defined by W transpose X is equal to 1 is. 4 options given. This is from engineering mathematics from the topic vector calculus. The solution is, so vectors can be represented in IJK regular notation, directed line segment, or row vector, column vector notation. So we know that plane equation generally a first degree equation in XY plane, XYZ coordinates. So that's why 3D coordinates point is given. So here W given but X value not given. So you can take X is equal to, vector X is equal to XYZ. So W transpose becomes column vector. No, sorry, W is already column vector, W transpose is row vector. So that X I can take column vector given vector W is equal to 1, 2, 3 column vector. Let X is equal to row vector X, Y, Z, 3 variable. Okay. The plane equation is W transpose X is equal to 1, which is nothing but 1, 2, 3. So X better to take column vector. This is transpose. Okay. 1, 2, 3 into X, Y, Z. Row matrix multiplied by column matrix means you will be getting only one element. First row into this first column. X into 1, X, 2 into Y, 2Y, plus 3 into Z is equal to 1. So which is a first degree equation in XYZ. PQ means equation in X comma Y comma Z variables. So finally I converted into Cartesian form. Okay. So for this plane is a scalar field. For this scalar function, which is a function of XYZ, scalar function, we have to find normal vector. Normal vector means gradient. Gradient is always represents a vector normal to the given surface, where the surface is here plane surface. Normal vector means gradient only. Geometrically, gradient of a function phi is a vector normal to the surface phi only. Phi of X comma Y comma Z. Okay. So let phi of X comma Y comma Z is equal to X plus 2Y plus 3Z minus 1. Okay. Then normal vector, bring all the terms to one side, that is your scalar function phi of X comma Y comma Z. Normal vector to the plane is gradient phi, that is del phi, because it is 3 variables. I cap dou phi by dou X plus J cap dou phi by dou Y plus K cap dou phi by dou Z. So with respect to X partially 1, with respect to Y partial derivative 2, with respect to Z partial derivative is 3. So this is I cap into 1 plus J cap into 2 plus K cap into 3. This is the normal vector. That is I cap plus 2J cap plus 3K cap. Okay. So this is very, very important step. without taking x. We cannot find the plane equation. This is plane equation, first degree equation. These are the highlighted terms, and this is phi function, scalar function. How to take? Bring all the terms from the given equation to one side. Now they are asking at the for a given vector normal to the plane. So every vector can be represented either a row matrix or column matrix. Okay, please refer that books. This is can be written as either 1, 2, 3 or row matrix 1, 2, 3. Therefore, required normal vector or vector normal to the plane is 1, 2, 3. That is 1, 2, 3 transpose. I can write column vector can be written as transpose of a row vector. So accordingly, the option is D. This is the end of the question. The vectors U and V are related as AU is equal to V by a transformation matrix A. The correct choice of A is, here diagrammatic representation is there. U, V is horizontal, U is slope. 4 options ABCD given, matrices, 2 by 2 matrices. This is from engineering management, from the topic linear algebra, subtopic basics. The solution is joining origin to V, that is the vector V bar. I can write 5i plus 0 into j because it is a 2-dimensional. Okay, and this is U vector is 4i plus 3j. From the figure, this is vectors U and V related as comma vector U is nothing but 5 times I cap, 0 times j cap, where I, j are respectively the unit vectors along horizontal and vertical axis. Here V vector is already lies on horizontal axis. Okay, when V vector, this is V, horizontal vector is V, slope vector is U vector. Okay, vector U is equal to joining 0, 0 and 4, 3, that is the vector U bar, joining 0, 0 and 5, 0 point, that is the vector V bar. So 4 I cap plus 3 j cap. Now, what is the matrix? We don't know the matrix. So some problems, the solution is obtained by depending on options. By using options, we can get the answer. Okay. So verify A is equal to V. A is the required answer, which is one of the option with the given options. Whichever satisfies the option, that is the required matrix A. Okay. So option A. Let us take the option A, matrix A. How much? 4 by 5, 3 by 5, minus 3 by 5, which is an orthogonal matrix, 4 by 5. Implies A into U. That is 4 by 5, 3 by 5, minus 3 by 5, 4 by 5 into V. U. U means how much? 4, 3. 4i plus 3j can be written as either column matrix or row matrix. Every matrix, every vector can be represented as a 3-dimensional point or 2-dimensional point depending on ijk. That point can be written as again row matrix or column matrix. 4, 3. Okay. So this first row into this column, second row into this column. So how much? This is equal to 4 by 5 into 4, 16 by 5 plus 3 by 5 into 3, 9 by 5. This is the first element of the A into U matrix. Now, second row into first column. Minus 3 by 4, minus 3 by 5 into 4, minus 12 by 5, plus 4 by 5 into 3, plus 12 by 5. So, this simplifies to 25 by 5 means 5. This is both are same, opposite signs, 0. Again, this 5, 0 can be written as pi by vector. Every matrix can be represented in column matrix or row matrix. I mean, every vector. So, this is nothing but V. So, therefore, option A. Okay. This is option A. Is the answer. The first option only we have verified. We got. Similarly, you can cross check at home. B, C, D. Any one of these satisfied or not. Okay. They ask which the correct choice of A. The correct means one answer only. If you have more than one answer, that is a multiple choice question. Anyhow, this is a one option is the answer because the correct choice. Okay. So accordingly, option A is the answer. This is end of the question. Differential equation, comma, the numerically obtained value of y of t at t is equal to 1 is rounded off to 2 decimal places. dy by dt is equal to e power minus at divided by 2 plus alpha t. Alpha value 0.01 and y of 0 is equal to 0. This is from engineering mathematics from the topic numerical methods, subtopic numerical solution to ordinary differential equation. The solution is. So, this is the differential equation in place of x variable, t variable. So, t is independent variable. Okay. dE. So, from this dE, the right hand side, already it is standard form dy by dt. The right side is a function of ty variables. Okay. When x and y variables, the right side of the differential equation is denoted by f of x comma y. If t and y variables, the right side is denoted by f of t comma y. So, differential equation dE is the short form of differential equation. Is dy by dx is equal to e to the power minus at divided by 2 plus at. A or alpha you can write. Okay. I think it is alpha notation. Okay. This is alpha. It's a printing mistake. This is alpha t. This is also. Okay. So, better to write here also alpha notation. Alpha. So, where alpha given? How much? I mean, it is equal to 1 rounded after alpha. This is given. Okay. Where alpha is equal to 0.01. No. Y of 0 is equal to 0 given. Okay. From this, so this is your function of t comma y variables, and this is y naught t naught value implies f of t comma y e power minus alpha t divided by 2 plus alpha t comma y naught 0 and t naught also 0. We have to take the step size. They are asking y of t at t is equal to 1. Okay. Take h is equal to 0.5. Now finally we are finding y of 1 is equal to question mark. That is y of t at t is equal to 1 means substituting in y of t is equal to 1, you will be getting y of 1, that is going to find. Now, this is the data given. Which method? Method is not mentioned. I can apply forward inverse method by explicit Euler's method or forward Euler's method. Explicit Euler's method. So this is nothing but forward, comma, y1 by putting that is yi plus 1 is equal to yi plus h times f of ti comma yi. There you put I is equal to 0. y1 is equal to y0 plus h times function of t0 comma y0. In place of x variable we have t variable. y0 value 0, h value 0.5. Function of t0 value 0, y0 value 0. How do you find f of 0 comma 0? In this function of t comma y, put t0 y0. So this is 0.5 into e power 0 divided by 2 plus 0. So 1 by 2 is 0.5. 0.5 into 0.5, 0.25 you will be getting. Okay. This is y1 value. What is y1? Value of y at t1. What is t1? Value of y at t0 plus h. This is 0.5. Since just like x1, here t1 is equal to t0 plus h. So by this first iteration we got y of 0.5. That is the y value. The value of y at t is equal to 0.5. But we have to find the value of y at t is equal to 1. So one more step we have to find. One more iteration. That is one more approximation value. Solution y. And y2 is equal to y0 plus h times f of t1 comma y1. In general forward Euler's method, putting I is equal to 1, you will be getting y2 is equal to y1 plus h times function of t1 comma y1. What is y1? 0.25. H value 0.5 into function of t1 0.5, y1 0.25. This is 0.25 plus 0.5 into. So in this function of t comma y, put t value 0.5, alpha value already given 0.01. So you will be getting e power 0.5 into 0.01 minus 0.005 divided by 0.005. So this simplifies to this y2 means y of t2. Since t2 value means t1 plus h, which is simplifies to 1. So therefore y of 1 is equal to 0.25 plus 0.5 into 0.496, that is, so simplifies to 0.498, approximately 0.50 up to 2 decimal places asked. Is the value of y of t at t is equal to 1. Okay. So this is the solution 0.50. This is end of the question. XY plane are -1, 0.8, 0, 2.2 and 1, 2.8. The value of the slope of the best fit straight line in the least square sense is, round up to 2 decimal places. This is from engineering mathematics, from the topic probability and statistics, that is regression, correlation and regression subtopic. The solution is, so line of best fit in the least square sense means taking that line equation as y on x, that is y is equal to ax plus b or a plus bx, or the linear regression line of y on x is y minus y bar is equal to byx into x minus x bar. Any one of these you can use by using the given 3 data points, x values, y values, you will get the answer. So first of all, given data. This is first x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. X versus y, which I want to put in two boxes. This is the data. Okay. So what are x values? -1, 0, 1. What are y values correspondingly? 0.8, 2.2, 2.8. That is three pairs of data. This is bivariate population, two-dimensional. So n is equal to 3 points. Okay. Now, the best fit straight line in least square cells is y is equal to ax plus b, or you can write a plus bx. Implies this is say equation 1. So they are asking slope. Am I correct or not? Value of the slope. Slope is nothing but this is a straight line equation in two variables x and y. Slope of the straight line looks like y is equal to mx plus c. This is your slope. Okay. So slope means we are going to find here x coefficient, that is a value only. So implies slope of equation 1 is a. Okay. How do you find this a? Or you can use to find a and b, the normal equations. Two normal equations are there. The normal equations of 1 are, first, for the first equation, taking both sides, summation, that is sigma y is equal to a times sigma x plus b into sigma 1 means n into b. Okay, this is equation 2. And multiply x on both sides, then operate sigma on both sides. So sigma x into y is equal to a times sigma x square plus b times sigma x. This is equation 3. Okay. Now, look at the data. X, y, we have to find product x into y to find that x. Okay. And x square. Now, this data, x values -1, 0, 1. Corresponding y values 0.8, 2.2, 2.8. X into y -0.8, 0, 2.8. X square 1, 0, 1. So, adding all these, you will be getting sigma x means sum of x values 0. Sum of these three values denoted by sigma y. This is 5.8. Okay. Next, this is summation of all products xy. Sigma xy. This simplifies to 2. Summation x square simplifies to 2. Okay. Now, therefore, substituting all these in 2 and 3. Therefore, equations 2 and 3 becomes 5.8 is equal to 3b. Where I put this? 3.8. N value 3. A value we don't know. Sigma x value 0. So from this first equation we'll be getting B. Sigma y value 5.8 implies B is equal to approximately 1.93 and into in second equation again sigma x 0 B 0. So you will be getting directly from third equation sigma x, not required to solve second equation. Okay, directly third equation because we want A only. 2 is equal to 2A implies A is equal to 1. Therefore, required slope is 1. This step is doesn't require. But if they ask what are the values of A and B, that is y-intercept or slope, whatever it may be, then you have to find B value also. B is the y-intercept of the straight line. Okay, so or what we can take, this is the best fit. The best fit can also be taken as y minus y bar is equal to byx into x minus x bar. What are x bar, y bar? X bar means 1 by n sigma x, that is average of x values. Y bar means 1 by n average of y values. Byx means covariance of sigma square x. Covariance of xy formula I am giving 1 by n summation xy minus x bar into y bar. Standard deviation variance square of x, square of sigma means variance of x variable, 1 by n sigma x square minus x bar whole square. You can do this method also. So the answer is 1, required slope is 1. This is end of the question. Question is, consider the following equation in a 2D real space, mod x1 power p plus mod x2 power p is equal to 1 for p greater than 0. Which of the following statements is or true? 4 options ABCD given. This is from engineering mathematics from the topic calculus basics, coordinate geometry, miscellaneous type question. And the solution is, let us obtain the solution by options method. Take one by one options. So given real space, is mod x1 power p plus mod x2 power p is equal to 1, comma p greater than 0. What is option A given? P is equal to 2, comma, let us take this 1, equation 1, comma 1 implies 1 gives mod x1 square plus mod x2 square is equal to 1. So this looks like circle equation. X square plus y square is equal to 1, which is a circle. Having center is equal to 0, 0, radius, origin, comma, radius is equal to 1. Okay. So the area implies area is pi r square. That means pi into 1 square is equal to pi. Area of a circle, pi into radius square. Now, So this is also correct. When p tends to infinity, this does not represent a curve. Okay, comma, 1 will not a curve, proper curve, will not form a x power infinity, y power infinity. Is it a curve? Will not form a proper curve. Now see, p tends to 0. That is not also a curve. 1 plus 1 is not equal to 1. 1 will not form a proper curve. Okay. Now, when I put in option D p is equal to 1, in option D, then p is equal to 1, comma 1 gives mod x1 plus mod x2 is equal to 1. This is actually, mod plus or minus x1 plus or minus x2. It represents 4 straight lines which is bounded by a square. That is which is this equation represents square bounded by. In our 12th standard we have learned 11th and 12th standard, which is if you remember, applications of integration areas. This is a competitive exam question in JEE mains. This type of question, okay, asked in after 12th standard. Calculus part is a square formed, that is bounded by the lines. First, both are positive. Let us take x1 plus x2 is equal to 1. Next, first one is negative, second one is positive. So that x minus x1 plus x2 is equal to 1. First one positive, second one negative, or both are negative, is equal to 1. And the fourth one is first one positive, second one negative. Just like first quadrant, both are positive. This is second quadrant, first x negative, y positive. Compare like that. Both xy negative. Third quadrant, both first one x positive, y variable negative. Fourth quadrant. Okay. You know that diagram. All this. So, and moreover, intercept form of a straight line equation. X by a plus y by b is straight line. ST means straight line equation EQ in intercept form. That is, A is x-intercept, B is y-intercept. When a straight line cuts the x-axis at a point A, then the distance between origin and A is called x-intercept, usually denoted by small a. The same straight line cuts the y-axis at a point B, then the distance between origin and B is called y-intercept, that is usually denoted by small b. Now, the square x-axis, that means x means x1 variable, vertical axis taking x2, horizontal axis x1. Sorry, this is origin, and the 4 boundaries, 1 unit, this is 1 unit, this is 1 unit, and this is 1 unit. Joining these boundaries, okay, so this point is 1 0, this point is 0 1, this point is minus 1 0, and this point is 0 comma minus 1. Okay, so this equation is x1 by 1 plus x2 by 1, that is x1 plus x2 is equal to 1, and this equation is joining these two, x-intercept minus 1 here, don't take negative part, so length is positive only, so minus x1 plus x2 is equal to 1. This is third quadrant, intercept form of a straight line, both are negative, minus x1 minus x2 is equal to 1. This is fourth quadrant, x1 positive, x1 negative, x2 negative is equal to 1. Okay, so What is area of a square? Square of its length. Side square. That is a square. Or diagonal square by 2. D is the distance between, that is two opposite vertices, which is the diagonal. So let A is equal to length of each side. So which is getting this one, not this one, anything. 1 minus 0 whole square plus 0 minus 1 whole square is equal to root 2. Therefore, area of square is a square or d square by d, comma d is equal to length of diagonal, which is nothing but 2. So here finally area of square root 2 square 1 minus of this is diagonal square 4. Distance between minus 1 0 0 1 1 0, you will be getting this this is the diagonal, this is the diagonal 4. So finally, which one correct? Is also correct. A, B correct. So the answer is options A and D. This is the end of the question. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you. So the question is, the expected number of trials for first occurrence of a head in a biased coin is known to be 4. The probability of first occurrence of a head in the second trial is. So this is from engineering mathematics, from the topic probability and statistics. Subtopic random variables. The solution is expected, means average number of trials for the first occurrence of head. This is event. Average is given 4. Okay. So solution. This is head and tail coin problem, biased coin. Probability of first occurrence of head in second trial. This is we are going to find. Biased coin. These are the key points. So anyhow, for unbiased coin, head and tail having same probability. That is each is equal half. But for biased coin, it is not mentioned. So probability of getting head taken to be small p and the small q is equal probability of getting tail. Let small p is equal to probability of getting head. Okay. In any single try. And q is equal to probability of getting tail. For a biased coin. For a biased coin. Okay. Please remember this. And let capital X, because here expected number of that X, expected means average of a random variable X. What is that random variable X? Denotes number of trials for getting occurrence of head, first time occurrence of head. Let X be a random variable. RV means random variable. Denote the number of trials. NO dot means number. For getting first occurrence of a head. in bracket, that is denoted by capital H. Then we have a table capital X versus probability along with event, and then you know that expectation of X, that is average for a discrete random variable. Number of trials here, discrete random variable only. Event, capital X is equal to small x. Capital X value is denoted by small x, and P of small x, probability of this value. This is now. So when one try, first try, if you get head, that is event H. What is the probability of getting head in one trial? 1 by, that is we denoted by small p. Denoted by small p. For unbiased coin, it is 1 by 2. If you do not get head in the first toss, first trial or first toss, you have to toss second time. That is number of tries is 2. Now the event is TH. This T is first toss, H is second toss. That is toss means here trial. Now probability is Q into P. Q is the probability of getting tail in the first trial or toss. P is the probability of getting head in the second toss. If you do not get head in the second toss, then you have to toss third time. That is X denotes 3 trials. Now the event is TTH. Corresponding probability of this X is Q into P. So the game never ends generally. Okay. So on continuously. Now, given expected number of trials, number of trials X, expected E letter. So mathematical notation is E of X is equal to given, that is 4. Okay. So this is X is discrete random variable. 1, 2, 3 are discrete values or not? Okay. So how do you find this expectation? Mean summation of product of X and its probability. Okay. That is summation X is equal to 1 to infinity X into P of X is equal to 4. So giving 1 by 1 value for X, 1 into P of 1, that is small p, plus 2 into P of 2, QP, plus 3 into P of 3, Q into Q square P, plus so on. This value given 4. Now in all this, P is common. Take out 1 plus 2Q plus 3Q square plus so on is equal to 4. Now this is a AGP, arithmetic geometric progression, or some standard binomial series expansion, 1 plus 2x plus 3x square, etc. So this simplifies to P times 1 minus Q whole to the power minus 2 is equal to 4. Since 1 plus 2x plus 3x square plus so on is equal to 1 minus x whole to the power minus 2 if on one condition minus 1 less than x less than 1. Whenever x value lies between minus 1 to 1, this expansion is valid, that is convergent. Now Q, getting tail probability is always lies between 0 to 1 only. So p small q lies between 0 to 1 only. So that's why this formula is applicable for here. Now, what is 1 minus q? Probability of getting head plus probability of getting tail is always equal to 1. So 1 is equal to 1. Probability of getting head, small p is equal to 1 minus q, similar small q is equal to 1 minus p. So this is p times p power minus 2 is equal to 4. Since probability of head plus probability of tail, only two outcomes, 1. That is small p plus q is equal to 1. Now this is 1 by p is equal to 4. From this small p is equal to 1 by 4. Okay. So automatically Q is equal to probability of getting tail 3 by 4. P plus Q is equal to 1. Now the question is probability of first occurrence of head in second trial. Okay. Therefore, probability of first occurrence of a head in the second trial, that is automatically first trial getting tail, is nothing but probability of TH. So probability of TH event outcome is, that is given Q into P. See, this is event TH, probability is QP. Okay, so this is P by 16, approximately up to 3 decimal places they have asked 0.188 up to round off to 3 decimal places. So the answer is 0.188. This is the answer, end of the question. Curve shown in the figure described by r is equal to 1 plus cos theta. This is cardioid diagram where r is equal to root over x square plus y square, x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta, polar coordinates. The magnitude of the line integral of the vector field f bar is equal to minus yi cap plus xj cap around a closed curve is. This question is from engineering mathematics from the topic vector calculus. The solution is so we know that here the cardioid C is a closed curve. Okay. This is the C curve actually. Okay. C is a closed curve and f bar is 2D. Two D means two-dimensional vector, two coordinates only there. So I can apply Green's theorem. Though they asked line integral. Therefore, line integral of f bar around C is a closed curve, is integral over C. This is the symbol closed curve f bar dot dr bar. Okay. Where r bar is nothing but xi bar plus yj bar in 2D variables. This is. Now f bar dot dr bar, how do you get directly without writing dr bar? In f bar I j respectively replaced by dx dy. So this is integral over closed curve minus y dx plus x dy. Okay. So this is line integral notation and this is observation closed curve 2D. Now I am going to apply Green's theorem. Why? Because this is a closed curve. It looks like m into dx plus n into dy. Am I correct or not? So Green's theorem, what is that? Green's theorem is equal to double integral over r dou by dou y of n, that is x. Am I correct or not? dou n by dou x dou by dou n of dou by dou x of n minus dou by dou y of m. Have you remembered the condition dou m by dou by dou n by dou x, all this dx into dy. What exactly will be getting? If this is a constant, not required to integrate double integral without writing the limits. Double integral dx dy represents area of the region bounded by a closed curve C. Okay. Whenever you will be getting some x term, y term, some integrand x plus y or x into y, you have to integrate term by term after finding x limits and y limits. But the equation is given in polar coordinates. Let us check. So this is dou by dou x of x is 1 and dou by dou y of m actually. What is m value? Minus y. Dx coefficient is m, dy coefficient is n. Okay. So what is this actually? Dou by dou y of minus y. So minus into minus plus, x derivative with respect to x is 1, y derivative with respect to y is 1. So simplifies to 2, take out 2. It can be written as double integral over r dx dy. Okay? You are understanding or not? Following or not? Dx dy. Now what exactly this represents? Double integral over r dx dy is called area. Okay? So this is equal to 2 times area of the region R bounded by C. So this is region R, that shaded region. Okay. So this region bounded by a simple closed curve C. That's why apply Green's theorem. Using Green's theorem actually here. Using Green's theorem. Okay. Using Green's theorem. Now, what is the area of the region? This area of the region bounded by curve. Curve equation is expressed in polar coordinates. So area in polar coordinates is half times integral r square theta, where that integral having the limits with respect to theta. So this is equal to 2 times half times integral theta limits over the chordioid C. This is anti-clockwise direction 0 to 2 pi. 0 to 2 pi r square d theta. This is the formula for finding area in polar coordinates. Okay, since in polar coordinates comma the area bounded by the curve r is equal to f of theta, that is equation of the curve in polar coordinates is expressed as r is equal to function of theta between the radial lines. Theta is equal to alpha and theta is equal to beta is half times integral alpha to beta, that is theta limits. Okay, because the curve equation is expressed in terms of theta. R is expressed in terms of theta. Alpha to beta r square d theta. This is the formula. So we know the relation between r and theta, that is given by the curve equation. R is equal to 1 plus cos theta. This is the curve. Okay. So 2 half cancel, 0 to 2 pi 1 plus cos theta whole square. Okay, d theta. So you know that 1 plus cos theta 2 cos square theta by 2, using that relation or directly expanding a plus b whole square. 0 to 2 pi 1 plus a square plus 2ab, 2 cos theta plus b square, cos square theta, d theta. Again this cos square theta. We don't have direct integration. Using trigonometry, 1 minus 1 plus cos 2a. 1 plus cos 2a is 2 cos square a. So that cos square a can be written as 1 plus cos 2a by 2. Now, the total constant 1 plus 1 by 2, 3 by 2. And the cos theta term is 2 cos theta. Cos 2 theta term is cos 2 theta by 2. Between the limits 0 to 2 pi. So, constant integration, constant into theta. Between the limits 0 to 2 pi. Term by term integral. 2 into cos theta integration with respect to theta, sin theta. Between the limits 0 to 2 pi. 1 by 2 into cos 2 theta integration is sin 2 theta by 2. Between the limits 0 to 2 pi. Sin any number into pi 0. Okay, so these two terms vanished for upper and lower limits. This is 0 and this is also 0. Okay, so finally we left with this is 3 by 2 into 2 pi minus 0 simplifies to 2 pi. So finally this simplifies to 3 pi. So pi value approximately 3.14. So this is simplifies to approximately 9.42. This is the answer. This is the end of the question. The question is, a quadratic function of two variables is given as f of x1, x2 is equal to x1 square plus 2x2 square plus 3x1 plus 3x2 plus x1x2 plus 1. The magnitude of the maximum rate of change of the function at the point 1, 1 is round up to nearest integer. This is from engineering mathematics from the topic vector calculus, subtopic that is vector differentiation, gradient related problem. So magnitude means mod, maximum rate of change means of the function means del f, point is given. Answer round up to nearest integer. Okay, so solution is, you know that formula, grad f, mod grad f at that point gives the maximum rate of change of the function phi. So the maximum, magnitude, the magnitude of the maximum rate of change of f means function, is at the point at p 1, 1 point is del f at the point 1, 1 at the point p, and then magnitude means this one. Okay, now see, f is a 3 variables, so del f is equal to function of 2 variables, I cap dou f by dou x1, the 2 independent variables x1, x2. Given function is a 2 variables function, 2 variables, plus j cap dou f by dou x2. So this is equal to I cap partial derivative of f with respect to x1, here 2x1 and here 0, and this is 3 and this is 0. x1, x2 derivative with respect to x1 means x2 constant, so x1 derivative 1 plus 1 derivative 0 plus j cap into with respect to x2 partially means x1 square 0, 3x1 0, 1 0, remaining 2x2 square derivative 4x2 plus 3x2 derivative 3 plus x1 x2 derivative is x1. Okay, so at the point p 1, 1, so substitute x1 is equal to 1 and x2 is equal to 1, 2 plus 3 plus 1 into I cap plus 4 plus 3 plus 1 into j cap. So this is 6 I cap plus 8 j cap. Okay, so Therefore, mod del f at the point P is nothing but modulus means magnitude, square root of sum of the squares of the coefficients of ij. 6 square plus 8 square, 64 plus 36, 100. So this simplifies to 10. So answer is nearest integer. Answer is already integer. So the end of the question, the answer is 10. This is end of the question.